And we are back. Episode 68 of Inside the Rapper Studio. Today we got DashCito on talking about a few things. You know what I mean? Huge shouts out to Abolish Mom Jail. Huge shouts out to Jack. Huge shouts out to TWT for doing their very strong branding and very strong runs of a podcast. Actually, in my opinion, the best podcast, not just in Baltimore, but on the East Coast. Like, it's a lot of strong things happening with these guys. Like, branding, stickers, merch, a lot of shit. But we won't go further into that. We're going to go straight into the interview. Today we got DashCito on. We talked about pretty much the record label that started with him, Fresco Fella Records, having that Rockefeller influence. Pretty good things. Speaking of the devil. We're going to go ahead and get started once again. Get these notes together, and we do. Working Teapods in the building. See, I like a live like this, you know, when it just starts pouring in one by one, you know what I mean? Huge shouts out to all you guys, man. Excuse the dirty ass hat. This hat isn't going away, but I have a hat similar to this. 4 giveaways this week. I'm giving away a hat, I'm giving away a robe, and I'm giving away a sticker. All 3 in one. So there's going to be a password at the end of this episode. So come at the end of the episode and collect all 5 passwords by the end of the week. Get a hat, get a robe, get a sticker, all that in one. So holla at your boy. Now that we are back with episode 68 of Inside the Rapper Studio, we have DashCito in the building. Huge shouts out to DashCito. Huge shouts out to T working title. No! Sway, get out the live. Sway, get out the live. Get out the live right now, Sway. I swear to God. Taji gets Sway. He's doing that happy birthday thing again. But, yeah. Once again, thank you for joining me today, DashCito. Excuse the outburst. It's just that's their thing, the happy birthday thing. I swear to God. But next thing I wanted to talk to you about, ironically enough, is local support. I feel as though one of the artists that really has a strong local charge, or I guess local backing, is an artist like you, which is DashCito. What would you account that for?
I mean, I guess just being myself, you know. I'm a pretty understanding, cool nigga. So, you know, that's how I try to live life. You know, I agree. My friends are my friends and all that shit. So, you know, some people are attracted to it. Some people don't like it. Whatever it is, the case may be, it is what it is, man. I'm always cooling. If you gonna fuck with my music, you gonna fuck with it. You not. That's just really what it is with me, bro. I'm not trying to paint no pictures and none of that. You did?
Gotcha.
Appreciate you, Taji.
I feel like when it comes to the whole Baltimore thing, we really complain about it being too small, or aka Smaltimore and things like that. Whereas though some artists would take advantage of the fact that it's a very small, close-knit city. Do you feel as though you take advantage of how small the city could be?
See, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily on the because I'm not really in the Baltimore scene. So, you feel me? I wouldn't consider myself a Baltimore artist. I'm a Maryland artist. You know, big shout out to Baltimore though. So,
thank you.
big shout out to Baltimore. That's a fact. But I mean, I don't even know how to answer that question because I'm not on the scene like that. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro.
I appreciate that for not, like, you know what I'm saying, going into that question when as though you that's not what you do. And I appreciate that because, like, most guests would just, like, trail on along and not even have, like, that fucking answer together. So thank you very much for even cutting that shit short.
Got you, bro.
So
Shout out to Lum. Shout out to Lum, man. Shout out to Lum.
You shout out to Lum. Next song I wanted to talk to you about is Paranoia.
Paranoia.
Talk to us about the creation of this song, where you were at the time of making this song, and where your mind was.
2015. I remember writing the song. I wrote that in 2015. Me and a girl I was messing with at the time, we were going through something. And that's really where the inspiration for that came from. The paranoia joint. Me and my ex girlfriend were going through it, and basically that's where I got it from. I was that's where my mindset was at that time. So yeah, but I wrote that
Gotcha,
song like
gotcha.
2015. So, like I wrote it years before I dropped it. Like years before I dropped it.
Do you feel as though you have a lot of those songs where as though like they're kind of like in the cut? You didn't really like
Yeah,
drop it.
definitely. Because you know when I'm the type of nigga to go write a song when I'm feeling something or going through something. You know, so I definitely hold on to a lot of tracks, drop them later, or you know, it might be I might record something and drop it right away. So you know,
What's
whatever I'm
the
feeling at the time.
What's the advantage of holding on to songs for quite some time and then releasing it? Because some people would like see it as, I guess, untimely, so to speak. But do you feel as though like holding on to songs until the right time is the right thing to do?
Um, I mean, I feel like I mean, I hold on to songs because sometimes I feel like I like the song so much. I feel like it might not get the traction that it needs. So I might hold on to something for too long and then never drop it, which I regret. There's a couple songs I regret I never dropped, but I feel like there's cons and pros with holding on to shit or releasing it right away. Like I said earlier, it depends on the type of artist or the artist, you know?
Gotcha. Who produced this song? Because this beat is very, very like complex and deep and brooding.
What, the Paranoia joint?
Yeah.
I got that off I bought it off of somebody from SoundCloud like years ago. Like I said, I don't remember, bro.
It's been that long.
I'm not gonna hold you.
uh, what would you say is your relationship when it comes to SoundCloud and the producer that's on it?
That's probably the only beat I've ever gotten off of SoundCloud. That and the slick joint. I usually get my beats off if I know the nigga or YouTube. I'm still on the YouTube tip. I'm not gonna hold niggas. You know?
I think YouTube might be producer of the year at this point because everybody's knocking them out the park with the YouTube beats. Do you
Yeah.
feel as though YouTube has become like its own force within hip hop?
Yeah, definitely. You know, everything's on YouTube. So, you know, that's where a lot of people introduce the new shit on. Like they go on YouTube and, you know, see new artists, get introduced to new artists and shit like that. So definitely a big force in life, not just hip hop. So, you know, definitely has its foot in hip hop as well though.
Absolutely. The
Yeah.
song that was just playing for those that are walking in late because they're late to class, it is Paranoia off the project for promo only. The project done by episode 68 of Inside the Rapper Studio. Most wonderful guest, DashCito. Once again, thank you very much for joining me. Huge shouts out to Art23. Huge
Shout out
shouts
my
out,
Art, man. That's my nigga, bro. Shout out my nigga
shouts out to
Art.
Brittany as well. Shouts out to everybody coming back on the live instead of just leaving it to part one. It's like, oh, okay, interview's done. Fuck it. I appreciate you guys' patience with this whole process because IG can be a bitch. So, Mr. Cito, next question I have for you is what is next for the Dash Man?
Man, next I'm about to drop a track, a single called Fast Money. Um I'm gonna drop it on the cloud first because I feel like I never really played around with the SoundCloud wave as much as I should have back in the day. So I'm gonna drop it on the cloud, see how it bubbles on there for about a couple weeks, a month. Then I'm putting it on all platforms, dropping a video with it. You already know. So you definitely should be looking out for that. I really like that joint. I like that record a lot.
Gotcha. I kind of wish I even. Damn, yo. I hate being that hindsight guy in the middle of an interview, but I
What?
really wish I got that record before this interview. I really do.
Yeah, you definitely should have. I would have sent it to you, man. I would have sent it to you, bro.
It's all good. That's on me. I am a very lackadaisical ass interviewer. That's how I am. So with the video that you're dropping and the single that you're dropping, who produced the song?
The producer. I got that same audit. I don't even know producer joint. Yeah,
Number
man.
one producer in the world, YouTube.
Yeah.
Do you have a
I'll
strategy?
be on that.
Do you have a strategy for when you go
You
on
said what?
YouTube to find do you have a strategy to go on YouTube when you find beats, such as like searching a type beat or just going straight to like whatever the source may be?
I mean, usually it's no, I browse YouTube, and time is what I'm rocking with. But it's usually more like West Coast type beats, like the Doms and the Nips and the Schoolboy Q's and shit like that. So yeah,
Gotcha,
so
gotcha.
that's the rest. Yeah.
So, last song I wanted to play for this track, man, talk about timing, because the person that's featured on the song just walked in live. It's Story of My Life, featuring Who Camille. Talk to us about how you made this song with Who Camille, as well as like the creation of like the concept of the song. Ooh, we IG being IG. Mm-mm-mm.
Sleeping on themselves. So every time I would book a studio session, I'll try to invite her in there. You feel just so she can feel the vibes. Try to hop on the tracks, sing on the tracks and shit like that. That's really how that came about. Rapping. I felt like she would sound better on the hook than me singing on the hook, so I asked her to sing on it. That's how that came about.
Yeah, we. I'm not gonna lie, we did miss everything you
Yeah.
did say.
I can't hear you, bro.
Dash.
You good?
I'm good. It's just it's a lag.
Y'all can't hear. It's a lag. All right, go ahead. Ask a question. What'd you say?
I was saying that we didn't hear any of that what you
Dude.
just said.
Yeah. So basically, with how the song came about was I went to the studio, and Camille, she was always sleeping on her. So basically, I'll always invite her to the studio, just so she could come feel the vibes and shit. And I'll always try acts, and I just felt like she would sing the hook better than I would. So I asked her to hop on there. This song she was on the hooks. I wish I got a Millie verse before the price went up. I used to be stupid on that too. The price up. It's high right now.
How much have you did work with Who Camille before the song?
Before that song, I think we did a couple of tracks, like just a couple. I'll bring her to the studio, like I said, just so. The melodize on the song.
It pop up on the live a few weeks ago from what we did, and she did mention how like you and her like worked together and like put her in like I guess the position, not necessarily the position that she's in right now, but pretty much working with her like in the early parts of the career. So what would you say that you learned from Camille when working with her? I can't hear a thing, bro.
Not really. I'll say I'm more admiring Camille, learning from her right now, like and shit. That you can't hear.
Yeah, that's like a huge lag. I do not know what's going on.
You.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. Let's go ahead and do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
IG is being IG, boy.